name is David, and I really enjoyed IT through middle school. I always had an interest outside of school of it, and that sort of was developed and built upon through year 8 to 10. Some of the projects we did year 8, we did a multimedia project where we designed a digital band and sort of did the marketing and all of the materials of that. It's a great life skill to have, marketing, because you need it sort of in any industry. And then in year 9 we did a coding through Google Slides, which I really enjoyed, and I've always had interest in the coding side of things, which then was built on in year 10 when we started. We built our own website using HTML code, and I really enjoy coding, and this was sort of built upon in school.
My name is Benjamin, and I had an interest in IT already before I went into IT in school, but one of the things I enjoyed especially was making a website in HTML, and it kind of got me a lot more into coding and the kind of ideas of coding and other languages now that I like, as in Python and other things. So yeah, I really enjoy it.
Hi, so I'm Luke, and the activity I particularly enjoyed was our robotics competition that we did in 2020. That was, we basically designed our robot to basically pick up blocks and sort of build a tower. And then we did that for a competition where we competed against other schools, and we won a place then to compete in London. Then unfortunately COVID kind of interrupted that, and even though we didn't get the gratification of going on to London competing in the finals, it was still the sort of skills that we were able to develop from that, and the opportunity to sort of see that process from start to finish was really rewarding. So.
My name is Elliot, and I'm going to talk about my favourite activity, which would have been in year 9, where we were given free rein to make a race car game. It was quite simple, but the coding that it taught me it's been very beneficial for both GCSE and then A-level, and it was a real fun activity where we could just design it all ourselves, and we were given some pointers, but we had to do most of the work, and then just comparing things with your friends and seeing whose is whose and what's better was really enjoyable for me.
My name is David, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the GCSE Digital Tech Programming. When you first start off, it's quite a big case study you get, but you break it down and then slowly sort of do little bits and build blocks, which builds up to be a massive program. The one this year we're doing is a ski program for a school, and we broke it down and started off with data entry boxes, and then validated those and calculated averages, and slowly bit by bit we then had this very sort of high-tech functioning program that could now create user data, calculate ski time averages, just by a few questions decide which slope somebody should be on, and it teaches you a lot of different, we're learning Python, it teaches you a lot of different skills with programming, and by the end of it you're basically able to write your own programs and create your own programs from it.
I'm Doug, and I do A-level digital technology, and the main piece of advice I would give is to be able to work in a team, because you can talk to each other, and if somebody's further ahead in the project, they can help you, but then also you can help them. Another thing would be use all the database tools to your advantage, and so like Gantt charts and things, and it just makes it easier for the overall project at the end for the write-up, if you know how to do data flow diagrams and ER diagrams and things like that.
One of the big things for me in GCSE is getting the opportunity and getting encouraged to do work in my own time, and encourage others to improve as well as I'm improving. I like to work on my own, in my own time on projects, because I enjoy them so much, and I think they're very interactive and creative for making programs and and using code to kind of do something that really feels like you've achieved something in the end of the day. So yeah, I really enjoy it, and I think other people will love it.
What I like about the A-level is that GCSE gives a good foundation for it, so that gives you basic skills for IT in the world to help you, such as programming and creating of databases. You also learn a lot from teachers, as you can come into class to ask them for help. So it feels more one-on-one than most other subjects.
Hello, my name's David, and I'm going to be talking about the skills that you learn through ICT. Stuff like digital literacy and other basic skills with computing helps with everyday tasks that we do now in this world, and other skills with like data management and researching helps with your knowledge in other subjects around the school.
Hello, my name's Jacob, and I just wanted to talk about a few of the skills you learn through doing the extracurricular activities. So I was part of the robotics team. I was a senior member, so I was dealing with looking after the kids and making sure they knew what they were doing and they were happy and they were enjoying what they were doing, and it really helped with working in a team. And obviously you've got loads of other skills there, such as making the robot, programming it, looking after the social media. There's also a write-up phase involved, so it was really fun for the whole team.
So robotics really got its start with three of us going to a Sentinus week-long course at Queen's, and that was organised by the school. And then at the end, that sort of culminated with a competition against some students from China. And that gave us a really good sort of introduction to robotics. And then we sort of sought to bring that back to the school in some way. So then we started our club within the school and got a few extra members, and then did another competition at City Hall against other sort of Northern Ireland schools. And then in sort of more recent years, we tried to give back and sort of get robotics started for the sort of future. So we've started a Lego Mindstorm Club, which is the robot that we sort of initially learned on. So we run that for years 8 to 9. And then within junior school even, we took a guy from Sentinus came down and took a robotics course with them, then we helped him sort of run that as well, and he was actually the person who sort of introduced us to robotics, so it was nice then to try and introduce him to our sort of next generation.
So yeah, my name's Jensen, I'm in year 14 at Campbell, and here we do take part in a bunch of competitions, one of them mainly being Cyber Centurion, where we take part every year for the past 7 now. So yeah, back in 2019 we actually won, myself, Luke here, and 2 other guys. We won in the year 12 to 14 group, and also the all-time boys group for pretty much the entirety of Northern Ireland. And so yeah, we've been doing that for the past couple of years, great fun. And then we also have a visit from the PwC, where they just came in and just taught us about just basic coding and helping us understanding like languages like Python or Java, pretty much laying the groundworks just to build upon. So yeah, I've found that very helpful, and I've of course in my own time gone off and then learned some more and just gone to more of a deep dive thanks to the PwC coming in.